Hey guys, and welcome to the Fish Room. I'm Rachel O'Leary, and I thought that I would give you several quick and dirty updates from around the fish room. I'm going to be traveling a whole lot in the upcoming weeks. I have the big fish deal this weekend. My daughter has state diving championships, and I'll be having Aquafest in Louisiana coming up. So I thought we would play a little bit of catch up here. I'm going to be doing a dedicated video each week on a new project or species. But I thought it might be fun to add supplemental footage to update you guys on all the other things going on. So last week we set up the goldfish tank, and you can see that the little tiny brown dude is starting to turn orange, and nobody is bothering anyone at all in this temperate aquarium. So far, so good. Everyone looks great. You can tell their colors are all fired up, and it's really going along, pardon the pun, swimmingly well. I'll keep you updated, of course. But for now, so far, so good. Next, I wanted to show you guys the Penjing. I did a video a few months ago where it was really just falling apart, covered in mold, covered in fungus. What I ended up doing at the advice of my friend Nick was to pull out all of the long fiber sphagnum that was packed into the crevices in order to increase the humidity. It seems as though that was increasing the nutrient load and just causing a rampant imbalance that led to the loss of most of the critters in this tank. The flow was completely impeded, and it really just wasn't working out. So my first step in trying to repair this project was to remove all of that long fiber, and you can see that the flow has been restored. It's no longer pouring over the back. Everything's hydrating really well. The ficus look great, and I'm hopeful that we'll be able to save this project after all. Speaking of projects, this is a new one. Now, I'm not going to be releasing the videos on this probably for several months yet, but I know that you guys are going to love it. So make sure you're subscribed with that notification bell on and following me on Instagram so that you get the updates on it. Captain's hanging in there. He's doing really well. He is still ancient. He is still ugly. He is still cranky, and he still pretends to be dead on a regular basis. However, he seems to be the fish that just keeps on going. The big boys similarly are doing just fine. The gar that had the jaw mishap is doing fine. This one still begs every time I point my face in that direction. And my big polys are doing amazing. These guys give me such joy, and I am so proud to own them. Up next, we're going to look at the wild bettas, still looking freaking amazing. I have probably 30 pairs of these available should anyone be interested. This is the wild betta mahachiensis. They are F1s, meaning they're the first filial generation. All the males fire up like this. I have seen the female in breeding dress a few times, and the male is still actively and eagerly bubble nesting. I think I need to get some live foods in here to really get them going. The water level is dropped quite a bit, and we'll see what happens. I'm very excited for summer tubbing season, where I'll be moving out all of my various minnows. These are the new strain of the long fins. I have gotten a little bit of fry indoors, but I know once I move them outside, they'll go gangbusters. I am going to continue to maintain my original strain, which is these guys, but they've lost some of their long finnage over the years, so I think I'm going to do 3 tubs of minnows this year in order to continue to breed both of the strains and then combine them to see what happens. The 75-gallon nano is continuing to kill it, though I do see a bunch of nutrient deficiencies in the plants. I'm thinking this aquarium may be the perfect candidate for me to do my first ever high-tech tank. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. There's certainly the plant mass in it to support it, but I'm a little bit nervous and I need your encouragement. The 75-gallon sand tank is also doing really, really well. I still need to finish stocking this tank. I think I want to add a pair of dwarf cichlids in here, and I'm leaning pretty heavily to West African crebensis species. So if you guys have any input on that, again, let me know down in the comments. And then as far as the 150-gallon Hillstream tank, it is killing it. Everything looks really great. Now, it's possible I may pull some of the fish from this aquarium to move out again for summer tubbing. But I'm really happy to report that moving in that Rhinogobius species maze face has worked out fine. You know, I didn't do as long as a quarantine period as I usually do, which was a bit of a calculated risk, but so far, so good. And at some point, someday, we will eventually finish stocking this aquarium. It's been 4 years. I guess I shouldn't rush it now. Anyway, that is our quick and dirty weekly peek into what's happening in the fish room. As always, thank you guys for your continued support, and I'll see you in the next one.